Yo, what's up, guys? It's Over Is Gamer here, and welcome back with, as you bros know it, The Walking Dead Thursdays. So, we are back with The Walking Dead Thursdays. Been a while, that's for sure. Definitely glad to be back. Hopefully we can get some people in here. We're going to have a great discussion about the Walking Dead world. And all that Gucci stuff. So, what's up, CM Spammer? Welcome to the stream. Glad to see somebody popped in. I'm going to quickly get this bad boy around. Hopefully Walker Dead can join us in this one, but I'm not 100% sure. I know I am trying to get him in here. Good news with, let's see. With Wind-Blown Coyote. So hopefully he can get his behind in here because things are looking up. So, for him, that is. Yeah. I don't have a bad feeling about Warband. I do not. I don't want to say I'm kind of cheering for, or Beyond, or I should say CRM, for that matter. But again, we're going to start off kind of simple, and we're going to kind of get into it, and we'll get into the long discussion as we get a few people in here and such like that. So. Yeah, hope everybody's having a great night, and happy Walking Dead Thursdays, as always, every Thursday. Of course, haven't done so for a bit, but we're going to get back into the Thursdays here. So, yeah, if anybody could also possibly contact Walker Dead, that'd be great. If it's by any chance possible, I don't know. If it is. But we'll try our best. Hopefully he awakens. That is. So how you doing, CM Spammer? I mean, I think for a mod, I think you're fine right now. You just, again, gotta know what action to take for certain things, and when to know that, timing out anybody first is always the correct action if they are taking things a little bit too far. Don't just hide them because you think they're going too far. That is not the appropriate action. Just to make that clear. And that should be pretty obvious. So. But even if you don't stay a mod forever, don't look at it as a bad thing, okay? You're still a big supporter here on this channel, and I don't see that going away. So, let's see. just contacted Coyote, and hopefully he's gonna join. Hopefully. Hopefully. I DM'd him now. Oh, he actually went active. So, yeah, so we're going to be talking about The Walking Dead, Season 11. Fear the Shady Dead, and World Beyond. Yes, I do call it that. Because, well, you know, at this point, I think it's gone too far, if you know what I mean, in terms of the series continuing. I know a lot of people constantly talk about, you know, well, World Beyond probably would have got 3 seasons. No. Listen, World Beyond was set for 2 seasons, and 2 seasons only. No matter what, I don't think it was ever supposed to be a long-going series. And I don't think many YouTubers understand that part. Like Trev and such like that. I don't think he understands that part. It was never going to be more than 2 seasons. I don't think it ever really was. I don't think the ratings mattered or anything of that sort. I think 2 seasons was all it was supposed to be. And I think that is perfectly fine. Not every spin-off needs to be freaking, you know, go on forever. Hey, what's up, Wind Blown Coyote? So, I'm happy you finally joined, my friend. Finally, you joined. I'm happy I got you in here. Because we got some good news. Because you keep asking me about being a modder. If you are still in here, hopefully you are. I'll wait for you to respond to make sure. Because I finally got an answer from Random. And I think it is a good one. I think it's a good answer. You don't seem too thrilled. Yeah. Oh, okay, you did answer back. Okay. So, you are successfully now a mod on this channel. So, congratulations. Because I agree with them. So, yay. So, yeah, I talked with them and everything like that. And, yeah. He says you've been on the longest, which I agree. So, again, I just like to get his say and such like that. And, yeah. So, welcome to the Overays community. And to the Overays family. So, congrats, my friend. Congrats. So, I figured you wanted to be here to do that. So, if you, because you have Discord, so, I will make you, let's see here, I will make you a mod on Discord. Let's see. Where is Walker? I'm trying to get him in here, but I can't promise that he's going to join. I do not know. Admin. Okay, I made you an admin. So. I'll join. Okay. Yeah, because he's not. He might have went to sleep. It's possible. I know I didn't try to do the other stream too late, but sometimes it's what can you do? So, but if you want to join, sure. Of course, now my own nose begins itchy. I might have to grab my speaker actually, which is not near me. I've already gone mad with power. Wow. Yeah, so let me be right back. I'll get my speaker because since I'm streaming on my iPad, it's I won't be able to, you won't be able to be as loud. Your beard is What? What kind of a name is that? Your beard is Middle Eastern. I do not know that language. I do not. So if you could speak English, that would be awesome. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna get my speaker real quick here and. Okay, I don't know if you're just changing your name constantly or what. I have no idea. But yeah, so I'll be right back. One sec. I gotta get my speaker. Okay. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. Super random bitches I hate fear. 5 more episodes of World Beyond. Yes. So yeah, not that many more episodes left of World Beyond. It's definitely getting a lot more interesting. Now Jadis finally joins in, so That's gonna be interesting to see what kind of a role she has. It looks like more of a leadership role. I don't know if it's higher than Stephanie's or if it's equal. That's gonna be interesting to find out.
Powering on. Ready to pair. Paired.
All right. But yeah, only 5 more episodes. It's crazy. So it looks like Windblown Coyote's gonna join. Yo, 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 yo. Hello? Hello, hello. Yo, 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 yo. Hello? 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 Hopefully he'll join. Okay, he said hold on. Hey, what's up?
So,
Well, welcome to the Walking Dead Thursdays.
it's like,
Oh, what's up?
I'm trying to, my computer phone.
Oh, right. Yeah, I have to kind of use my speaker here. Because my phone is not that loud, so. And
Yeah, I'm using earbuds right now.
yeah, I can hear it.
So,
It sounds pretty good.
is Walker joining or what?
I don't know what happened. He might have passed out. It's a good chance he probably did, because usually he would. I would get his attention, by adding him and stuff like that. But he's not responding, so I assume that's probably what happened. But hey, you're finally a mod, so congratulations to that.
Yeah. I was thinking about saying I don't want it. And then,
Well, I hope you're now happy for that. So, it does seem right, and it does seem like the right choice. So, that's cool. Hope to. Well, I have faith that you will be making good choices. So.
yeah, my computer just screwed up.
Right. I do.
I actually haven't seen anything of Go Beyond. I should watch it. I don't know.
I think a lot of people like Trev and such like that. They kind of think it's a disappointment and all this shit, and it's like, well, I don't know what more do you expect. I mean, it's more about CRM and such like that, you know. And
Well, oh wait.
I don't know if those YouTubers expect too much out of this series or something. I don't know, but you know, I definitely watched a few of his reviews, and he just can't like it. So, but yet he's praising the hell out of Fear, and it's just ridiculous. I just find it.
See, I don't like.
I find him hard to watch at this point. At least reviewing that kind of stuff, because it's just like, you know, you praise one thing and you're constantly dissing the other thing, and I mean, which is fine. I mean, you had different opinions and such like that, but it's just like, I don't know how you can enjoy Fear that much. I mean, it's not really that enjoyable. You know, I mean,
I mean,
you know,
when you guys keep saying there's characters, I disagree. There's really not.
oh, what's up, Jesse? Welcome. What's up, Epic Zombie Killer? Glad you can finally join. I hate Fear the Walking Dead as well. Such a garbage show. Yeah, it's just. I mean, the story is my main issue with the show, and a lot of the characters too. I hate Strand so much. I just don't care for his character anymore, and I really just want him to die at this point. I just I hate his character so much. I really do. I don't like the fact that he's the forefront now, or he's pretty much is, because they're focusing on him more than anything now. Um, Morgan, he's okay, but you know, he's always the front guy, so it's like, you know, okay. His girlfriend, or whatever you want to call her, I don't know, wife, I guess. Not really sure. So I'll just say girlfriend. She's okay, but she's not the best. You know, and the only other characters I really like is Alicia, of course, and which she's not even in the fucking series, so I don't even I don't even know what to think about her character at this point. Um, they keep talking about her. They keep talking about her, but they're not really showing her. So like, what are you doing? That kind of thing.
Of course, I'm a
Wait, repeat that again.
said James.
Yeah, he prefers to be called Jesse, so that's why I'm calling him Jesse, if that's what you're wondering about. I don't know why he likes to be called that, but he apparently does, so I just go with it. At least that's what he wants me to call him anyway, so I don't know. Hey Rays, I'm excited for GTA and the trilogy, the definition. Okay, so I mean, are you gonna end up playing? Game of what is or the GTA trilogy, is that? No, what is the first one? Ghost of Tsushima? Is that what that is? GOTG. I'm trying to think of the name of that. Yes, I'm getting the GTA. Okay. I already told you Lamau, but it's because yeah. Well, I know you told me, but that still doesn't make any sense. I'm sorry if you're explaining this. Listen, you I don't know. You're just confusing me. Okay, it's not really that I'm mad or anything like that. It's just that you're using Jesse's name, and Jesse. It makes me think that when I'm calling you Jesse, I'm talking about Jesse, and it's like that's what I don't really like about it. you could say, because it makes people think that what you're talking about Jesse, he's not on the channel anymore. No, I'm not talking about Jesse. I'm talking about somebody else that wants to be called Jesse. See, that's what I don't like about it. That's one of the things I don't like about it. And really, it's just, I don't know. I just don't really see the point, but that's just me. I don't know. So, that's kind of my thinking of it, but, again, it makes it confusing, and, yeah, let's just say you're lucky it's not on the channel, because I would surely say no to that, because that would just make it even more confusing. But, yeah, it's kind of hard if you want to make it easier on saying James. I don't care. Well, I mean, if you got another nickname for me to go by, that's fine. I can understand if you don't want me to go by James. Guardians of the Galaxy. Okay. That makes a lot more sense. I mean, if you guys are interested in me doing Guardians of the Galaxy, I could do that on this channel. I'm assuming you're meaning the Telltale game series one. But yeah, I mean, I could definitely check it out. I mean, it didn't look bad, but, it didn't look amazing. But, same thing with the GTA trilogy. I mean, if you guys truly want me to get it, I can definitely play it on the channel. And no, not Telltale, it's a new game. Oh, okay. The new Guardians of the Galaxy game. Oh, actually, I might have seen that trailer. Yeah, okay. I know what you're talking about. Made by Square Enix. Yeah, I could definitely check it out, for sure. Are you interested in that, Coyote?
Yeah, I don't really.
You're kind of like, eh.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, if I get enough people, like, voting for it, let's just say if I do a YouTube poll or something like that on it, then yeah. Anyways, I wish I'd make more Family Guy games. Family Guy games? Oh my gosh. His mic's a little kind of weird. I mean, it's just loud. Loud? Well, I don't know. It doesn't sound that loud on this end. I know I do want to make sure that he can be heard. I know if I did it on the phone, I know it would not be. I mean, I could try it, I guess. I just don't know how it's going to sound. I know, that's why I muted myself. Oh, okay. Do you think it's your end, or do you think it's my end? I mean, the only reason why I'm using the speaker is because my phone does not get that loud, and that's the reason why. Otherwise, I usually go through my iPad, but the reason why I'm not going through my iPad is because, well, my phone, the battery is not really great, and usually when I stream on my phone, it kills it very fast. So that's why I don't try to stream it anymore on my phone. I mean, so it kind of makes it harder for me. Slacking on Fear Lane is because I just don't care. Yeah, you know what? That's Epic Zombie Killer. That's kind of how I'm feeling about Fear right now. I just don't care. You know what I mean? It's not. Episode 3 was alright. Like Super Batman, bitches said, it was the best episode out of the 3. The first 2 being and yeah, the 3rd episode was more focused on June and John Dory, the father. So it was a lot more interesting. I definitely was a little bit more into it, but the first 2 were so. They were okay. I mean, I'm hoping y'all don't talk about The Walking Dead show much, especially the newest season. If y'all decide to, I'm gonna leave. I'm only on season 3. Well, I mean, there's not too much to talk about the main show. I mean, really, we're beyond in Fear as of right now. I mean, You're on season 3? Damn, you got a while to go, brother. You plan on watching 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? Shit. You got a while to go, I'm not gonna lie. Ah. So, I mean, yeah, we could decide not to talk about the main show, if that's fine. Okay, I wasn't sure. I saw that you left the call.
I think I got a virus in my and there's nothing playing.
Nothing playing.
Oh, shit.
Could just be the internet. I'm not sure. I mean, it seems to be good on my end, so I know I'm watching I'm watching the kilograms per second, and it's doing fine. I mean, it's jumping up and down, but it's not doing that bad. Fear's dog shit. Yeah.
So,
I'm not gonna watch Fear yet, nor will be on. I read The Walking Dead Companion 1, and I'm now going to where it ended, which is where Laura dies. Yeah, I haven't done the comic book yet. I'm wondering if
you haven't read the comic book yet?
No, I've not. I do have the first and the second book, though. So I'm ready to read the first and second. I haven't purchased the third and fourth yet. I'm wondering if I should just read it on my second channel, or if it's easier to read it here. Because I know this is more of a gaming channel, so, and that's a comic, so, if I should just read it on the second channel, but, maybe I'll just do a poll on that, and when I go to sleep, and and you guys can decide when you guys want me to start that. If you guys want me to start that this weekend, or or whatever the case is, it doesn't matter to me. I know back when I first got out, Batman bitches wanted me to read that together or something like that. I know right now I can't really technically do that, not at the moment at least. Hey Rays, you hear that PS5 has been outselling the Series X? Yeah, I'm not surprised by that. I'm not surprised by that one, but the margin is not as far as you think. You would expect it to be a higher number, but it's really only by 5 million, which ain't that much. So I think the Series X is doing pretty well. The S and the X. They're just over 8 million sold. And the PS5 is like 13, I think. Yeah. So it's not doing that far. Not doing that bad. Yeah, dethrone the Nintendo Switch, yep. I'm not surprised by that either. I mean, again, Sony is always more popular. But to me, that doesn't matter. Who cares? You know what I mean? I don't think Microsoft gives a shit about that anyway. I know a lot of people like to make it a big deal, but to be honest with you, I don't think Microsoft really cares. I think they get more of their money on the subscription more than the console. So, I think Microsoft's, in terms of subscription anyway, I think it's better than Sony's by far. So, let's see here. Imagine dying, LOL, especially getting killed by the governor. Yeah. But I can't wait for Companion 2. I'm going to buy it after I get to Season 4, Episode 8. Slayer told me where I should go to on the show. Oh. By the way, 2 days ago, it was Red Dead Redemption 2, 3rd anniversary. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know I got to finish that. Red Dead Redemption on the channel as well. I'm behind on a lot of games.
Then start playing them then. Duh.
That's right.
Dude, okay. I think I have a virus on my computer. It keeps playing audio ads, and I don't know where it's coming from.
What are you using for the mic? Do you know?
A standing mic.
Oh, okay. It could just be my speaker. I mean, I could try you without it. Let me see if it makes a difference. All right, try that. Try speaking now.
Hello?
Yeah, see, that's coming from my speaker. I don't know if... Can you guys hear him? I mean, he does sound a little bit better. Speak again.
Hi, how's it going?
Yeah, I mean, I can hear you fine. I can. Okay. I mean, if you guys can hear him fine on using my phone speaker, then I'll just leave it to that. Then. By the state of play the other day was downright pathetic. Yeah, I didn't pay attention to that, to be honest with you. It didn't really interest me. And I'm glad I didn't watch it, because I watched one of my YouTubers that I'm subbed to, and he went through the whole thing, and it looked boring as hell. There was no games that looked interesting to me, besides maybe the Five Nights at Freddy's one. And even that one was kind of... That was maybe the only one. Maybe there was one other game that looked kind of interesting. But it was, yeah, like you said, pathetic. So, so let's see here.
Did you hear that they're having Grand Theft Auto San Andreas on the Oculus Quest?
No, I actually didn't know that.
Yeah, they're coming out on the Oculus Quest.
Huh.
You're gonna play San Andreas in VR, bro.
That'll be interesting.
Dude, okay, I'm trying to reset my computer after this. Audio ads keep playing and I don't have anything open.
Yeah, that is pretty stupid. The only game from the event that I care about is Five Nights at Freddy's. Yeah, that's the only one that looked kind of interesting.
They made a fucking another one of those? Jesus Christ, bro.
Yes, they did. Oh my gosh. I don't know how many they're going to make. Good lord.
It's literally all the same thing, but except different lore, I guess. That's about it.
I know they brought them to the Xbox, and they brought all 4 of them to the Xbox. And I have them all installed on my Series X, because I kind of want to play them on my console to go through the walkthrough with you guys. And I would say the one I'm not looking forward to is the 4th one, but I don't know. That one's just creepy as fuck. I don't know. The other 3...
I listened to a weird ad about a fucking TV show, and the guy's like, I'm never gonna stop loving you. What the fuck is going on?
So yeah, I'm not, that's the only one I'm not really looking forward to, because you gotta move around and shit like that, and you gotta point the flashlight, and that shit's creepy as fuck. But you guys probably want me to do it, so I'll probably shit myself regardless. But I'll do it for you guys. I did the Outlast. I did all the Outlast. And I got through it.
Resident Evil 4 in VR.
I got through all the Outlast, and now they're coming out with, I know they're coming out with 2 more. They got another one that's coming out, I think this year, or beginning of next year. I'm not 100% sure. I think it's like, a prequel or something like that to the first, and then they're going to come out with the 3rd one, which it's like, I mean, I'm excited, don't get me wrong, I am, but at the same time, I know I'm going to be shit myself, so I'm not really that excited. Running around with the camera like a madman, that's the part I'm not looking forward to, but again, it's great, it's fun, it's good. And I did enjoy the second one, so I don't know if the second one was more scary than the first one. I'm not really sure. Yeah, I'm not really sure. Epic Zombie Kill, I've been a huge fan of Five Nights at Freddy's since 2014. I mean, I have been too, but it's like, and the first 4 were good. I know that for a fact. The third one kind of lacked just a little bit.
Okay, I'm gonna have to install fucking virus remover. I think I got virus.
Let's see. I'm gonna go. So I got to get up early for school. I'm excited for the Real World Podcast, episode 1. Huh. Yes. By the way, I might as well mention that I'm doing a new podcast with Mr. James over here tomorrow night. So that is something new that I'm trying out again on the. Here, let me. Hold on, Walker Dad.
The phone was charged.
Give me a. Oh shit! Now hold up. Let me make a party here and let me get him in here. I thought he was asleep. That's cool. All right. Let's see here. So, I'm gonna add you, Coyote, to this. Hopefully. Yep. Alright, there we go. Alright. I'm gonna end this one. And then, there we go. Yo!
What's going on?
Not too bad, not too bad. Alright, so we got everybody in here now. I had to create another thing there. Alright, peace out, James. I hope it works this time, especially since we're going to be doing an episode every month. Yeah, for sure. So we're doing a podcast, me and James. Just him and me. We're going to start off with just him and me, and we'll talk and such like that, and yeah. So we'll talk about different things and talk about our not president and so many more. So.
Yeah. So what are you guys talking about? Like, which Walking Dead subject?
Okay, so you are kind of quiet here. Hold on. Maybe.
Stop playing ads in my ear. Can't hear shit.
Oh, there we go.
I got the fucking ads for the Hawkeye.
All
The
right.
Hawkeye TV show.
Hey, Raze, you fan of the Scream movies? The Scream movies are kind of cheesy. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, so with the first Spider-Man, the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies, if you really watch them again, they're kind of shit.
Yeah, they're not.
Sorry, it's kind of shit.
I'm sorry. When I watch them, they're so cheesy. I'm just. It's. I don't know if it's supposed to be horror. They did a terrible job at it being scary because it's not scary at all. It's.
There's a new movie coming out called Antlers, and I just got another ad, so I'll talk to you in another 30 minutes.
Yeah, actually, Antlers does actually look pretty good.
Yeah, you know what that's based off of, right?
No, what is it based off of?
It's based off a native lore called the Wendigo. And I know all about it, so it's gonna shit. I'm gonna fucking freak out. I'm already scared of this motherfucker.
No, it does. It looks scary as hell, but I do want to see the movie very badly, because it looks really good. So,
Yeah.
I definitely do. I definitely do want to see it without a doubt. It definitely looks pretty good. So yeah. Welcome, Walker Day, to the Walking Dead Thursdays. How do you feel about the Uncharted movie? It looks pretty good. I don't know about the Spider-Man actor being Nathan Drake. I don't know. He just seems a little bit too young, in my opinion. But I think he'll be fine. So.
Yeah. I wanted to ask you, what do you think of what did you think of my stream? Like, what did you think of them?
I know you were trashing about Fear.
Yeah. Because
I mean,
in my honest opinion,
I get it that you're trashing about Fear, but I mean, at the same time, you know, I don't always try to, knowing that it's Fear, you know, I know it's not going to be great. So I don't always try to drag it on, you know what I mean? I do try to look for the positives, you know.
yeah, but like I said in my stream, I'm like addressing the flaws. Like I'm not saying like I said before, no episode is perfect. Every episode is gonna have its flaw, and I was just like pointing that out in my stream. Like hey, here's this issue and here's this issue, but then again, not every episode is gonna be perfect.
Right. And we already know that. But I just, again, these showrunners are just not great. You know, they're just not good. I'm just being honest. Yeah, they're just not good. So, and there's nothing really they can do that I would say is justifiable, you know, because they want Morgan as the lead man, and I don't have a problem with Morgan. Not really the issue. It's just not really his show.
Exactly, like I said before, and I'll say it again. Some people misunderstand this, but like I said before, Fear the Walking Dead, the TV show version, didn't start with Morgan. It started with Madison and Alicia. It started with the Clarks. It didn't start with Morgan, and that's why I tried to point out in one of my streams. Like, hey, Fear didn't start with Morgan. It started with the Clarks, and in my opinion, the fact that they're not focusing on Alicia a lot in Fear season 7 frustrates me, because Fear's not about Morgan. It's about the Clarks.
Right. Epic Zombie Killer Rays, me personally, Fear Walking Dead seasons 1 to 3 were better than 4 to 6. I agree. I'm not dissing on that. I completely agree with that statement, 100%. 100%.
I mean, I wanted to ask you, like, not to cut you off, I wanted to ask you, like, did you agree with some of the flaws I pointed out in my stream? Like, did you agree?
I didn't get a chance to watch it from... Oh, you're fine.
He was playing Uncharted when you were streaming.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I got to watch a few seconds of it, but I didn't get to watch much of it. But I'm sure you made some very good, legit points. I mean, the story is definitely one of the issues. The stupid nuclear thing, I'm just not really digging. I think it's kind of.
I even said it in my stream. I even said it. Like the writers, they're repeating storylines, and that's true. Because, like you said, the radiation storyline, that's something they already did.
Even Strand said, he's like, I've been through this before.
Yeah, he did. He did clearly say that. He's been through this bullshit before. Hey, Rays, in my opinion, the main show is all I care about at this point. Right. War Beyond, I am enjoying again. I don't mind War Beyond. I think it's good. I think Season 2 is way better than Season 1 by far.
See, I hate it when, like, the good character becomes, like, the bad guy out of nowhere. Like, how people are saying they're going to do with Rick. But with Strand, it kind of makes sense, because that motherfucker was always shady from the beginning. He was always like, no.
What I don't like about his character, though, is that they tried to make him a better person, you know what I mean, in the 5th season. Or past Season 4 into Season 5. And then, what does he do? He just goes right back to his shitty ways in Season 6. Completely just discarding the fact that they were, you know what I mean, making the character better and pushing the character in a more positive note, you know what I mean? Like, I get the fact that he was shady and shit like that in the first couple seasons. I understand that. I knew his character at that point. But he was... What I did... I'll give the dweebs a little bit of credit there, is that they started putting this character into a more better light and a better, what's the word, direction. And I actually agreed with that direction, and then they decided to freaking completely do a 560 and completely just go back to the same bullshit, which I did not like. I don't like that, and I just, it's like, why did you, like, completely throw all that shit away? Like, I liked his character before. I started liking his character because he's tried to be better than what he originally was, and I liked that. And then they decided to frickin', you know what I mean, completely throw it all out the window.
I do hate when they do that. They start building up character and tear it down, just like Henry. I was
Right.
like, yeah, okay, he could be the TV show version of Carl. Oh, he's dead. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, right. You know, hey, I thought the same thing. I thought he was going to be a Carl 2.0. I really did, and I actually even started liking his character, and then, voila, he's dead. Well, shit.
Like Judith.
You know.
They forced Judith to be a hard ass way too much in that show. It's like, this girl carry around a katana and a fucking python.
Right. You know what? It's hard to not like Judith, though, because she is just such a badass, and she's just so hilarious to watch on screen. So, I mean, I can't really... I kind of get why they went that direction. At the same time, you know, do I wish Henry kind of stayed? I kind of do.
I wish he stayed 100%.
You know, it's definitely... Right. Yeah, it kind of...
Yeah, that Wild Coyote, that's something, not to cut anybody off, like, I definitely agree with you right there, Wild Coyote, because, in my honest opinion, I really, like, when it comes down to characters like Enid and Henry in the show, I really related to those characters, and then it's like, for example, it's like when they're just starting to set them up for like the next season. It's like just when they're hyping that up, the character just gets killed. Like Ray says, like boom, they're dead.
That new character in the first episode of Fear, I was actually like that character, and then he got yeeted off a building. I was like, oh.
Yeah,
I know, right?
Actually pretty decent.
You know what? I had a feeling. I mean, I just knew something was off. You know what I mean? I knew it was Strand. You're dealing with Strand, and he's just not a trustworthy person at this point. He just is not. I mean, at least in season 4 and 5, you probably could have trusted him then, and you probably would have been okay. But when season 6 came around, he freaking went right back to his shitty old ways. And at that point, I was like, "Fuck you, dude." I just.
Did you realize?
Continue.
Did you realize that they realized that they fucked up with the bounty hunter because they just, oh look, he has a twin brother. They're like, oh, he was a good character. People liked him.
Ha! Yes. But typical to weaves. Typical to weaves to frickin', you know, all of a sudden they come up with an idea. Oh, we should just make another brother. You know, he should be the twin brother. I'm not surprised.
I know, right?
That is a typical... I'm not surprised by that at all. That does not shock me. That is lazy fucking writing right there. It is. It really is. It's lazy writing. And that's really all there is to say on it, because, like, I can guarantee he did not have a twin brother until the dweebs found out that people liked him, and then they were like, shit. So then they were like, yeah, let's, make a twin brother now. Well, it's pointless. You're just going to kill him again anyway. So it's like, why?
I even said this before. I said this before, and I'll say it again. I don't mind him having like a twin brother, but I don't mind him having like a twin brother, and he's like out to get Morgan. But I'm like, why? I'm like, don't get me wrong, it's an okay story, but why didn't they play the story out in season 6A when Emil got killed at that time? Like, why didn't you just have that in season 6A? Like, why?
Well, to be fair, that one, there was a lot of shit going on, and just throwing another villain on top of that probably would have fucked with some shit.
No, they clearly didn't. Yeah, they.
No, I'm saying with the mystery of who is this, the end of the beginning, whatever. I mean, and then just add another fucking character on top of that. I feel like that would have been a little too much.
I mean, not to cut anybody off. I mean, they didn't really have to. I mean, if they wanted to, if they want to have this guy have like a twin brother, why don't you just have him with, say, the end of the beginning group? See, and have that be a influence.
I still like this show. You guys can fucking yap, but I don't really give a shit. It's entertaining.
I mean,
yeah.
I'm not gonna stop watching it. You know what I mean? I'm gonna keep watching it, but I mean,
I stopped watching it. I didn't start watching it again until season 6.
Right. Well, season 6 was actually better in the beginning, and then the back half kind of just took a shit for the worst.
Yeah, someone on YouTube even said it. He even said it. Like, ever since John Dory got killed off, that's when the second half started to go shit.
Because how he got killed, shot by a little girl.
Exactly.
Just because he found
that, and then they also treated Danielle. They treated him like trash in that one episode. I hated that episode. That was stupid to make him look like the biggest dumbass ever. I hated that. That pissed me off.
My favorite line of all time is when Strand said, "I've never seen that man flinch, and I saw him get shot in the face."
Yeah, that's another reason why I hated that. I'm not a fan of Strand either, because I know he tried to kill him again, and that's and now I just don't care for Strand. I don't like his character. I want him dead at this point. I want Morgan just to come up. I want Morgan to go up there and fucking just end his fucking life, man. I really do. I don't give a shit how he does it. I want him to fucking brutally kill him. He needs to die.
I had this idea, like, not to cut anybody off, but I had this idea, like say, like, the mid-season finale of Fear Season 7 comes around, Morgan just goes up to him and just stabs him in one of his eyes, and then Strand just collapses to the ground, and then out of nowhere, like, Daniel then that's when Daniel comes with, like, gasoline and pours it all over Victor. Victor's, like, begging for his life, and then that's where he burns him alive.
Yeah.
That would be so satisfying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Daniel's with the CRM though.
But I bet you $5 when Daniel comes back, he's gonna want to kill Victor. Because
if he comes back, I don't know if he's gonna come back.
That's the other thing too. They try to bring the CRM into. I mean, I knew the dweebs. They wanted to at any point given time. They wanted to bring CRM in there because they know CRM is big and it's it's exciting and yada yada yada. So they're trying to bring more attention to their show, and it's just like, come on, it's like, good Lord. I mean, I don't mind the characters. I don't mind the characters escaping, but it's like, what are they gonna do now? I mean, that's my question. It's like, how is that gonna tie in with the show? How is that gonna,
Honestly, when they did the rig thing of him blowing up the bridge and getting carried off, I wish they never showed him getting carried off. I wish it would have been like, oh yeah, he's dead. Like, made us believe he was dead, and like, imagine how good of a reveal that would have been. And so you just would have left it at the brick blowing up.
I don't know, because I think a lot more people would have been pissed off than they would have been happy. You know what I mean?
Give it like some hint. Don't just show it. Like show like some kind of hint. Like see a helicopter fly off or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Wild Coyote, I want to ask you this. Like, what did you think of my Fear of the Walking Dead Season 7 live stream? Like, did you agree with some of the points
It was really annoying.
Got up? My bad.
You saying that the food was a coincidence. It really wasn't, if you think about it. Because they wouldn't have stashed food like that. Second off, and you're like, how is this randomly there? I mean, to be fair, would you check the fucking floors for food? I wouldn't. That's not what
don't get me wrong. If it was me in that situation, of course I would check the floor. But
I mean, eventually,
I'm like, yes, they did check the floor, but why did they wait that long to check to check that specific area, or why wait for Howard and his people to leave just to go to that specific area out of the blue? That was the point I was trying to like, that was the flaw. Like, that was not only the flaw, but that was the point I was trying to make. I wasn't trying to be annoying. I was trying to point that out because towards the end of the episode, Morgan just finds it, and I'm like, wait, how? I'm like, how can I don't know.
They're probably gonna get the CRM to get him out. Watch, CRM's gonna come save his ass, but they're gonna do something against him. Like maybe Rick is gonna involve Rick or something.
Well, knowing the dweebs, they want their show to get more recognized, so I'm not surprised they're trying to do anything to, get more attention.
I mean, it makes sense that the CRM is there because it's part of the Walking Dead universe, so it makes sense that they have a presence.
Right. It's just their writing is just so weird. I don't know. It's just not consistent, you know what I mean? It's too whacked. You know what I mean? I know they always try to focus on Morgan, and again, Morgan is fine, but it's not his show, so it's like, it's just really not,
honestly, same.
It's not his, it's just not his show. It really isn't. And to be honest with you, if he wasn't there, and they would actually focus on either the Clarks or the characters that have been there since day one, I think personally the fans would probably enjoy that more.
They should get Morgan his own spinoff.
But instead, they praise Morgan like he's God, and they can't kill him off in any way, shape, or form, because I think they know at this point, they say, shit, if we kill Morgan, then, like, everybody's going to stop watching. You know what I mean? Like,
they kill Morgan, it has to be the bet. It's to be a really good way. It can't be no fucking comic book written death. That's
right.
Exactly.
But it seems like every time they keep doing this, like, oh no, he's gonna die. Oh no, he's gonna die.
I hate when the badass character dies by the most stupidest shit. Like,
oh, I know.
Nick survives the damn explosion. Why didn't you just kill him there? No.
Right.
Just sit on the porch and get shot in the gut by a little girl and fucking bleed out. No, I did that so well.
Yeah. Well, I know the original director would not have killed him in that terrible way. I know he wouldn't have. He probably wouldn't have killed him at all if he had a choice.
I mean, the actor wanted to leave.
Right.
So why the fuck?
He would have killed him in a way better way. I know that for a fact.
If I was an actor, I was like, I want to leave, but I don't want my character to die, just in case I ever want to come back.
Nah.
Like,
knowing his actor, he was never going to come back. And I think he knew he was going to crap, so he was just like, he don't give a shit. Just kill me off. I don't care how. You know what I mean?
Dude, it's my fucking character. I want to go out in a badass way. And
right.
Even if it's...
I mean, that's what I would do.
I'll still be acting. Back where I lived, actually the fucking... Where they recorded Fear, Fear, I lived pretty close to it.
Right.
I wanted to go down there and be a zombie.
Let's see here. Epic Zombie Killer said a couple things here. Let's see. So all you care about is the main show. What is your opinion on World Beyond Epic Zombie Killer? I'm just curious. Just waiting for the main show to return. Let's see here. Yeah, agreed. Ian and Andy are trash. Yeah, when John died, Fear became shit. Never been a Strand fan. I mean, I agree with you. I mean, I was in season 4 and 5 when he became a better person. I was liking Strand more, but then they just did a 360. So,
hey, I'm glad to.
Yeah.
You know why I'm glad Dakota is dead? 2 reasons. One, he killed John. 2,
well, yes.
She shares the same name as me, and I don't like that.
Ah. Right. Fair enough.
Cody, I wanted to ask you, like, if I do like a Walking Dead season 5 live stream, would you watch it?
I don't know.
I haven't seen World Beyond yet. Okay, we'll definitely give World Beyond season 2 a try. I mean,
I didn't like season 1 of that, bro. I did not like the characters. I didn't like the kids.
You might like season 2 better just because it has CRM. CRM is all over season 2. That's the only thing that makes it somewhat interesting.
You wanna?
I mean, the characters are, they are better. I will give you that. Their characters are a lot more interesting than they were in the first season. The first season, they were just kind of, yeah, I agree with you. They were kind of,
survived by pure luck. Anyways, you know, this fucking, the guy in the Commonwealth that's trying to, like, help Eugene seems mad sus. If you really look at him, he's a kind of a sus character. He's like,
right.
It's like, you're supposed to save the governor. Dude, if I was Eugene, I would have punched the governor in the face, dude, bro. Like, I've done it. He said,
right.
he's talking mad shit. He's like, who the fuck do you think you are? You ruined our... When he says you ruined our day by watching zombies, you know there's something mentally wrong with that guy. I'm like, there's something wrong with that man.
Right. Actually, something's interesting to come up too with Trev, because usually Trev's been kind of praising Fear. He said Fear the Walking Dead season 6 was like the best season ever. I disagree with that completely. The first half was good. The second half, not so much. But he praises season 6 like it's God. So me, I think season 1 through 3 were great. 3 being the best. 6 is probably the second best, maybe, but I would only really speak for the first half. The second half, not so much. The second half really lost me in majority of the episodes.
I still remember.
Now, here's the difference on season 7, which I'm kind of shocked because I know he's always been saying Fear's been awesome since season 6, yada yada yada. He's saying this and that. But I watched his first episode review, and he said it was okay. That's what he said. So kind of shockingly, he wasn't that. I think he said 7 out of 10 or something like that, 6.9 out of 10, which I was kind of shocked. Usually he's got a higher rating on it. So then I watched his episode 2, and he was like, it's all right. And then I think he said episode 3 was his least favorite. So he said like a 6.5 or something out of 10. So he really didn't get that high in his rating. He's kind of just... He kind of says that they keep continuing this route with only focusing on like 1 or 2 characters, you know what I mean? And the nuke thing, you know, really being the main focus. He's already kind of getting sick of it. You know, and I agree with him on that. But,
I think the nuke is just to push them away from the area, back towards the main show.
Well, kind of. I don't know. I mean, it really makes it. It really makes it very dark, I guess you could say. You know, and you can't really see the characters either because they got to constantly wear these freaking suits too, which I think is also kind of stupid. You know, I mean, I get why you got to wear them, but it's at the same time, it's also just really. You know.
I remember in Walker's Dream, they were talking about how unrealistic the fucking nuke fallout was. And I'm like, yes, let's talk about realism, but the dead eating humans.
I'm not a fan of Trev anymore. His conspiracy stuff. No, thank you. He's not into the conspiracy. Well, I don't really keep up with that conspiracy stuff.
Wait, what?
Not really. Because Trev makes a lot of conspiracy videos and stuff like that as well. He doesn't just do shows.
I don't know. Yeah. All these YouTubers, I have no idea who you're talking
And
about.
then you got, which might be more of a common name, Movie Idol. And then you got him.
You got George Drake, too.
I prefer Trev from 2010 to 2015.
Not
oh,
to
okay.
cut anybody off, but I just don't. Like, not to cut anybody off, I just don't like with Movie Idol and George Drake. I don't like it when they do clickbait because I'm like, really, you're gonna?
I like to watch George Drake's series.
Yeah, I mean, that's clickbait. I mean, he's saying, like, oh, this is confirmed, and I'm like, bro, nothing is confirmed. If it's not confirmed by AMC or any of the actors on social media,
right,
that's not confirmed. So for him to go on his YouTube, like his YouTube channel, and to be like, oh, CRM confirmed or this confirmed, I'm like, you can't say that's confirmed without any like evidence backing you up. That's why I don't like YouTubers like that. That's why with my YouTube videos, I'm as like, you know, I'm more honest and consistent with the titles and the thumbnails because with some YouTubers, like for example, Movie Idol, they just want to do this for like views and clickbait, and I'm not all about that. I don't like that. I just don't support that.
Brian, Chim, and Dan's reviews. I might have watched a little bit of one of those people, maybe both of them. I don't know. They kind of sound familiar on their names. I mean, Movie Idol's all right. I don't mind watching them. There's the confirming stuff that I don't really pay attention to that shit because I know it's not true. I watch some of those and I'm just like, yeah, okay, sure it is. You know.
I mean, to be fair,
for those kind of videos, I agree with you.
He doesn't really like Fear the Walking Dead like me and you do, so you can kind of see where, whenever he talks about Fear Season 7, you can just tell he's not hyped. So.
No, not really. He's definitely more excited about the main show, and I don't know about War Beyond. I don't really know about that. I know. Me and Super Batman are really enjoying World Beyond. We've been enjoying it ever season 2 very much compared to season 1. And Fear. Well, he said the first 2 episodes were not that great, and he said episode 3 was the best out of the 3. So that's kind of to get your perspective there. Which I kind of. I kind of agree with them to a degree. Seeing Morgan was okay, but the baby was really annoying in that episode, and
I don't want to hear a baby cry.
Constantly hearing that baby cry, it was starting to irritate the fuck out of me, and I was kind of like, okay, Morgan, shut this damn thing up because it's starting to drive me nuts. I'm just like, dude, shut this. And then the girl kept, saying that, I just want to die. You know what I mean? The wife or whatever. She kept saying she doesn't want to be alive anymore. You know what I mean? She kept saying shit like that, and I'm just like, oh my god.
Well, that's how you know right there. That's Ian and Andrew's writing for you, because I even pointed this out in my stream. I'm like, why are they writing? Why all of a sudden they're writing the characters so bad?
Think about it. It's probably not bad.
They did do the first 2 episodes. They did. So.
It doesn't seem that bad of writing, because she thinks everything she tried to build for all of her other friends are dead. What would you think in that situation? Wouldn't you be fucking, I want to die? I would have. Well,
that's what they were going to do. They were going to kill themselves, which I kind of thought was like, okay. Sure, kill yourself. You're not going to do it. To be honest with you, when he had the gun pointed at both of them, I was like, you know what? Do it. Please, do it. At this point, I'm just like, fuck it. Kill yourself. Fuck it. I'm curious how many people are going to stop watching at this point.
Now if Morgan...
And then he didn't do it.
I want to die.
And then,
if it was Morgan, the one I want to die, I wouldn't like that.
And then he didn't do it. And then I'm just like, I knew you weren't going to do it, you chicken shit. I knew you did. I knew you were going to do it. You were going to do it.
If you did,
though. My mind would have been blown, actually. I would have been, holy shit. Wow, okay.
I would have been really pissed, actually. I would have been mad.
I would have been disappointed, but at this point, you just know how it's just gonna go right to crap. You just know it.
Yeah, I want to ask you, Reza, what is your honest reactions and opinions on Fear getting what do you think of Fear possibly getting a season 8?
Oh, it's already confirmed.
Oh yeah, true, but I'm just asking you, what do you think about it? Do you think it's stupid? Because in my honest opinion, I even said this before and I'll say it again. Fear getting a season 8 is retarded.
I tried out for Fear. Because where I lived in Oklahoma before I moved to Oregon, it wasn't right next to me, but it was it was close enough. Okay, I didn't have to drive to another state. It was pretty close. It was because I lived right on the border of Texas, pretty much. So I was right there where they were filming. I didn't get it.
Hey Rays, how do you feel about Ronnie Hayes from Make a Path Presents? Oh shit! I was watching him for the longest time, and then he just he completely hated on Fear, which I don't disagree with. I agree with on that, but then he just completely dissed on World Beyond, and then completely dissed on the main show, I think, even. And then I'm just like, okay, I don't know what fucking smack you're on, but I don't know what the fuck you're doing, but you're dissing on the main show as well. I was getting irritated. I was like, I don't know. I don't know what he's smoking, but I don't know what he expects out of the show, but like, you were asking for way too much. I mean, that's what I think. I started kind of getting irritated at that point, because I'm just like, really? You know, not everything is going to be 100% in terms of quality. Like, you cannot expect that. If you expect that, there's something wrong with you. You know, I mean, literally. I mean, you just can't. The main show I've been enjoying, so like, you know, and all the other YouTubers agree with that. They've been saying the show's been great, and looking forward even more for the back half and to the second part.
The Whispers really picked up that show. It was kind of dying,
Yeah.
And then when they introduced the Whispers, it just right back up.
And I get why he kind of was going back and forth on Fear. I get why, because he did enjoy the first half of season 6, but then the second half he's been hating ever since the John Dory episode, and I've been watching his reviews on that, and he's been saying, man, honestly, these episodes are just too coincidental. They're too expected, and they're too this and that, and the characters are making stupid choices, like June in episode what was it, 13 or 14, or no, yeah, I think it was 13, where she got triggered because the guy, or John Dory's dad, was like, yeah, sweetheart, and she freaking just completely throws her shit, and, oh, you call me sweetheart? Oh, you can't say that to me, you know? That kind of shit, you know? It's just like, what the fuck?
I don't understand people when they're like, oh, look, coincidence. Oh, of course it's coincidence. It's literally not. I mean, you can call it coincidence when somehow Carol ended up finding where fucking Terminus was and freeing Rick and them. I mean, you gotta...
Yes, like, but a lot of the coincidentals in Fear was just, I don't know. It just did not make sense. Like, I don't know. It didn't feel right. A lot of them did. Like what a coincidence that John Dory's dad came up. It's like, you know why they did that, because they couldn't stand the fact that John Dory left. His actor left the show, and they couldn't face that. So they were like, we gotta replace him. Yeah, we gotta replace him. That's what they were thinking about. They were like, we can't. He's got to come back. And his character said, fuck you, I'm done with the shit. So, and to be honest with you, good for you. Thank you for leaving. You know, because it really showed.
People really enjoyed my character, I would probably stick around as long as I can.
Well,
because
it depends how much.
Like one of the only good things of the show left, so why would you leave? You need to try to pick it back up.
Well, I mean, he either saw where he was going to make more money if he went somewhere else. He probably saw that. Maybe he didn't like the way the dweebs were heading. His story, maybe they didn't like that, or maybe he didn't like that. And
I mean, if I was a big enough character, I would have put in a request to go to another show.
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying. Maybe that's what happened. Maybe he got something better, and he was like, you know what, frick this shit. You know what I mean? And I don't blame him either, because the dweebs are they want it their way, and that's the reason why I don't like them, because they always want it their way. They're not workable. And that's why I feel bad for Alicia, because she should be in almost every goddamn episode, and she's not. That's the issue that I don't like about it, is that she's barely in any episodes. You know?
I don't really like her. She's kind of bland.
Well, I mean, because they're not really doing anything.
I mean, if you don't like the character, then, like I said before, if you don't like the character or the character's writing, it's not really that's why I said this before, and I'll say it again. It's not the actors' It's not the
I
actress.
know. I never liked her from the very beginning. That's what I mean. I've never liked her. The whole reason I used to watch the old show was because of Nick. The reason I started watching it again is because of Morgan.
Right.
Okay. And then I got bored of it, and then I heard Dwight was coming. I was like, okay.
I like Danielle. I think he's a good character, and
that guy too. Yeah.
Danielle is
Not
great.
a guy.
And a lot of the other side characters like Luciana and all that, I just don't give a fuck about them either. Really, I don't, because again, you barely even know they're there. That's the issue. That's what I don't like about.
Charlie, bro.
Yeah, I fucking hate her too. I see. That's why I don't like the Weaves, because they always focus on certain characters and they fucking forget about the other people that are even there. And then when they do finally show up on screen, you're like, who the fuck are you? Oh, yes, you're the side character that I don't give a fuck about.
John's death, at least it was kind of poetic if you really think about it. You know, that little fight and then that river, finding him back at that river where they first met. It was kind of poetic. It wasn't great, but it had a little bit more, like, emotional to it.
Right. I mean, and you could tell that there was a reason why. And I think AMC knows that the showrunners are not that good. And I think here's the reason why. Because when they first did season 6, they got to episode 4, and they let the reviews come in, and people said it was shit. And then AMC had to turn around and say, okay, you guys suck. So we got to get helpers to help you guys, because you don't know how to fucking write correctly, to write the damn show. I mean, they had to do that. I found that out, actually. That apparently they had to start over season 6 because their writing was that bad. And they had to get...
know how much James, or whatever his name is, the actor, Morgan got paid to go into Fear, bro.
Yeah, I wonder, too, because, you know... but I mean, yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's a good question. And I think AMC did try to find new producers, and I think every producer they kept going to, they said, well, we either have to forget everything that happened from season 4 on. So basically start from scratch where season 3 ended, or a dream. They wake up and none of so basically it had to do with everything of forgetting the past 3 seasons. 6, 5, and 4.
I mean, even if that was to happen, like someone on YouTube even said it, like even if it was to happen, why couldn't they just do what Marvel's doing now with like, you know, what if, like a what if scenario, like what if, like in this alternate timeline things turned out differently where Nick died. I mean, in my opinion, if they do it like that, I don't think a lot of people will be upset, because alternate timelines in The Walking Dead, they never really.
I don't. I think the reason because AMC didn't want to go down that path. They didn't want to just kind of, you know, forget about the previous seasons and, you know, go on. So they decided, well, shit. You know, because a lot of the producers they kept saying, well, there's really no way to save the show. The show's kind of unsavable. Unless if you forget about everything that happened in the past from, you know, season 4 on. And
technically, the main show did that. I mean, you don't hear anybody talk about the past.
Right.
Except for that Rick flashback stuff that happened, but...
Well, the thing that differently happened with the Dweebs is that they killed off Madison, they killed off Nick, you know what I mean? They basically killed off all the Clarks, like, right away, where at least the main show at least had a lot of the same characters, you know what I mean?
There's only 2 from the very first group still in The Walking Dead.
Well, I would say, like, 3. I would say technically 3, because Rick is not dead. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, I said in the show.
In the show, yes, there is only 2.
Which I really hated they killed Carl, because that just ruined a lot of plot points.
That was a Gimple move. That one was a gimbal move, and he definitely,
I
don't...
agree
It
with
was a good death. It was a good death, but I just, in the long run, it's kind of like, fuck.
Right. I guess, I don't know, I guess certain people had faith that he was going to be able to lead the show, and other people didn't think so, and that's kind of why they went with that decision. That's kind of what I heard a little bit.
I wish they would have just, like, because I remember hearing reactions, and Lindsay in the know said, I'm sorry, whatever, the notes. He's like, you better not run away. I was like, ooh, you wish he ran away. See, I wish they would have done that. He went off, he was tired of all the violence,
Let's see here.
Himself and came
so,
back.
Oh, wow, okay. Seeing Spammer, I couldn't watch it. The show is hard to watch. The show is bored the fuck out of me. Regular Walking Dead is better than World Beyond and Fear. Well, yeah, I mean, if you're not a World Beyond, I mean, again, World Beyond, it is a questionable one, you know what I mean? You gotta enjoy the characters, and they can be kind of iffy, so I can understand that. So Epic Zombies said, hey, main show has always been better than Fear. Well, I agree with that, 100%, without a doubt. It's always been better. Again, season 3 was the only season, and I can't remember what season was on in the main show at that point. I think it was, season 7 or 8, maybe? Or season 6? I can't remember.
They went off of Robert Kirkman's Walking Dead a little bit more, and then it just started from a whole different writer. If it would have been Robert Kirkman that wrote Fear, like at the beginning, it probably would have been better.
Probably would have been.
Also, did you know he's the one that wrote the fucking zombie, Marvel Zombies, like the comic book version?
Yeah.
Well, I found that out recently, and I'm like, oh my god, no wonder Marvel Zombies is so fantastic. Like,
yeah, I would say, season 3 of Fear and whatever season of Walking Dead was on at that point, I can't remember which one. It was either season 7 or 8.
Season 7.
Was it season 7?
Season 7 that was on during that time.
During that time?
Know
Yeah.
that Rick has a brother
Those two,
in the comics.
at that point in time, when I was watching Fear and the main show, even season 3, funny enough, that was the only season out of Fear, surprisingly enough, that I was actually like, this is just as good as the main show. And I actually said that, and I actually agreed, because season 3 was fucking awesome. I mean, it was such a good damn season. It really was.
I like to call Aaron Gay Rick.
They could, and after season 3, they can't top that. They really can't. I don't care if it's shit what Trev says. He's on fucking smack or something, I don't know, or weed or whatever, but me personally, you couldn't top that, because you had a crazy villain. He was nuts, he was insane, he was crazy. You had Nick in there, you had badass, the characters were good, the story was great,
Yeah, you had like Travis there for like an episode.
Yeah,
I mean, like everyone was thinking, like, oh my god, like him and Madison are gonna be like him and Madison are gonna be like the Fear's version of Rick and Andrea. Like, oh my god, because everyone was clapping because everyone was like, oh my god, like Travis is the Fear version of Nick, like not Nick but Rick, and Madison's like the Fear version of Andrea, and then that's when people were like, holy smokes, this like the shit's hitting the fan, and then when Travis got killed, a lot of people was like, what?
I love how he just yeeted himself out of the helicopter. I still remember that scene. He just yeet.
It's because he got shot. I know that for a fact. I don't know how he got shot, but he got shot somehow.
So,
and then
in the main Walking Dead, there's 2 scenes I remember the most. One, I remember when I was a kid, I walked in and I saw a zombie fight Merle, and I was really sad because he was like my favorite character back then.
Oh,
and
yes. Yep.
The second one is when they revealed that Morgan was still alive, where he took off the fucking whatever he was wearing.
Yeah.
And now we're here.
Right.
Now he's surviving nukes.
Huh. Well,
I know, right?
Fear's doing that. Not so much as the main show, and not so much as World Beyond. Not really World Beyond. It's just mainly just Fear, and I'm not...
How would you feel if his son was still alive?
If who?
Morgan's son was still alive.
I'd have been fine with that.
I feel like he's still alive, and that's going to be the driving point.
Well, I don't know. They kind of confirmed that he's already dead, but I don't know.
But if he was...
Yeah, they confirmed he died. They've been
Did they really?
Yeah,
They
the main
confirmed
show.
He died many times.
I think
Oh,
it
yeah?
was season 6, if I'm not mistaken.
What?
No, it was season 3 when he came back in season 3 when he was telling Rick.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I went,
Listen. He said all he said was red. All he said all he saw was red. So
Yeah.
He said more than that.
Listen. Yeah, I know, but that's basically what he said. He clearly didn't see exactly what happened. He didn't see his son get eaten or anything. He ran off. He got delusional and fucking just went crazy. So it doesn't mean that his son's not dead. His son could have killed his mother because we never see him. We never.
Well, no, and
see
that's
his son
and
get
that
eaten.
and that's something that you probably could walk around. You probably could, but I thought he did explain a lot more than just that.
I'm gonna watch the entire series over again, even though I just did not too long ago.
Yeah. So Coyote.
Let's see here.
And Bobby Ray's can probably tell you this.
The main
but
show's already better.
The
Yep.
Walking Dead reboot series, and in that series, Nick is still alive. Because in my honest opinion, when they killed off Madison and Nick in the Fear, in Fear the TV series version, I'm like, bro, this is so stupid.
Yeah, because even Madison didn't want to leave. She didn't even want to leave. So yes, he and Spam are agreeing that the main show, the storyline is clean. He said the director of Feared agreed that the show sucked. That's sad. Ha! Ha! Wow. I wonder who said that it sucked. Probably freaking Ian.
No, but seriously.
Epic Zombie Killer. Yeah, I hate Ian and Andy too. They are trash showrunners. Why AMC hired them? I have no fucking clue. Ha!
Neither do I. I'm like,
Neither do
why?
I.
Why hire these two idiots?
Don't know, no idea what happened to the Ghost Rider. I think Ian and Andrew got rid of them, of the Ghost Rider to take the show back. They are destroying Fear. Yeah, they are. I agree. They are. Slowly but surely.
Speaking of ghosts and riding, well, you probably meant like paper rides. I mean, motorcycle.
They had a Ghost Rider.
Norman Reedus wants to play Ghost Rider in Marvel.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if that sure shocks me or if that doesn't. I don't know.
I mean, with The Walking Dead season 11 ending, I mean, it's possible. I mean, he can still take a 1-year break and get away with it because even if he does join the MCU to play Ghost Rider for a movie, I don't think it would affect what they're supposed to be doing with him in the future.
No.
With Daryl and Carol. So.
Yeah, you were watching that like, oh no, Carol's in a bad situation. Oh wait, there's been a confirmed spinoff. We're fine.
I don't mind that there's only a few characters left. I mean, you have to start killing them off, you know. I mean, they're not all going to make it to the end, you know.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I told my friend this, and I even told him, like, I honestly think Ezekiel, Lydia, Gabriel, Magna, I even told him, I think those characters are going to go. Because let's be honest here, it's the final season.
Right. Yeah. You know what I mean? I mean, they can only keep so many characters alive for so long. I mean, you know, and at this point, you're more than a decade into the zombie apocalypse, and not everybody's going to live. So, I mean, I'm not shocked of how many people survived, or I'm not shocked how many people died. You know, I mean, it is a zombie apocalypse, and there's only so many people that are going to live to this time, you know. Because in real life, you can't depict on anything, you know what I mean? You could be the best person ever and you would still die right away. So I mean, it's really not, you know, based on just because your character is amazing that, oh, you have to live. Well, that's not really the case. You know, just because you're good at doing whatever you're doing does not mean you're going to make it to the end. You know, or never going to die. You know, and I think that's the main show, that what it's trying to do is that, well, not every character is safe. you know, and that I agree with. You know, and well, I mean, you got to keep some characters alive. You know what I mean? You can't. I mean, it works both ways. You can't kill them all, but at the same time, you have to kill quite a few. So, for Daryl and Carol to make it, I think it's cool because Carol's a badass. So I'm happy that she's still alive. I could see it clearly. I mean, she's just a survivor, and Daryl, well, it only makes sense. Seeing him die, it's just, I just don't see it. To be honest with you, I just don't see it. I really don't. But it makes sense though. He's a survivor. He freaking lives in the damn woods.
You know what? You know what's funny? The two people that are still alive from the original group, one is supposed to be way dead from the comics. The
Oh
other
yeah.
one doesn't even exist.
Right.
So that's why Daryl's still alive, because he can do whatever with that character, because he doesn't exist in the comics.
Right. And I think AMC kind of sees that and says that, well, shit, we want to do more. And he's the only character that's like, yeah, I don't give a fuck. Let's go. Which I laugh because it is pretty funny, you know. But
Maria says he will keep playing the character. He's like, yo, I'll keep playing this motherfucker.
Well, I'm sure he's getting paid. I'm sure he's getting paid very well. I'm sure he's getting paid really well. I can only believe it.
Yeah, because that character was literally made for him.
Right. You know, and it's okay that they changed it from the comics. I mean, you got to, you know what I mean? Because the comics kind of drag certain characters a little bit, like Carl, for instance, you know what I mean? They kind of dragged his character on aging, you know what I mean? And that's why when you're on the main show, you can't really do that, you know what I mean? Because the character is going to grow up, and you can't sit there and drag that shit out. Because it's not going to work the same, you know what I mean? It won't, because he's going to be older, you know? He's constantly growing up, and it really makes it hard to, you know, do like what they wanted to do in the comics to do in real life. It's harder to do that because he's growing up so fast. So, I mean, you know, and with other characters like Andrew dying, I think that was a poor decision on the director of season 3, you know.
Yeah, that character, the prisoner, Andrew.
I don't think Scott and Gimple would have done
that.
that. I really don't think he would have. You know, I don't think he would have killed Andrea if he had control at that point. I don't think he would have.
Yeah, if it was me, if I was writing the season 3 finale, I would have Andrea live. Like, if I was writing and directing that finale, you already know I would have had her live. Because, because let's be honest here, in my Walking Dead reboot series, Andrea is still alive. Because with me, I understand, like, with me, I know the comics and the show. That's why I feel like with me, I understand and connect with these characters. Same with the fans.
Right.
That's why like I connect with these characters because I know them so well because I ever since like 2015 I've been so invested. So with me, I guess you could say with me, I'm definitely one of those fans that understands The Walking Dead and
the actor was supposed to be in the show for a very long time. They decided to kill her off right there.
Yeah,
she had a contract and everything.
Yep. Again, that director that was for that rest of season 2 and for season 3, he didn't really give a shit. He kind of just went on his own path. A little bit. I mean, he did stay with the governor. He did do that part, but I mean, again, he kind of was just like, oh, let's kill this character off. Oh, that's a big character in the comics. Oh, I really don't give a fuck. I'll kill her off anyway. You know.
Well, at least it was meaningful.
Meaningful.
They added a little bit more like risk to it. That's what I mean. Like the reaction of her being.
Yeah.
No, Beth's death was fucking stupid.
I know, right? That's why I said this before, and I'll say it again. That's why I said I'm so thankful that characters like Andrea and Beth and Daryl are still alive in my Walking Dead reboot series. Because with me, I can take them at any direction I want.
Yeah. Right.
Like, let's be honest here. Like, if you had like your own, like if you had like your own Walking Dead show with your own, like you know, your own original series characters, of course you're gonna do whatever you want with them because it's your show.
Of course. Epic Zombie Killer says, I just have a feeling Ian and Andy did something to get rid of the Ghost Rider because they probably hated how good Fear was in the first half of season 6. And I'm like, what kind of writers are you? Agreed. Hey, Rays, you think that having only 2 season 1 characters left in is realistic? Is it realistic? Are you meaning the main show, I assume? I assume that's what you're talking about. Or are you talking about Fear? Because how many characters are left in Fear? I think it's Strand and Danielle. I think.
It's Strand, Danielle, and Alicia.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yes. Yes, the main show. Is it realistic? Is it realistic? I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys think it's realistic?
I mean, in my honest opinion, the main show, it is definitely more realistic with story and you know, storytelling.
But only 2 season 1 characters left. Do you think that's realistic?
He's not talking about the story. He's talking about how there's only 2 characters left. And those 2 characters will also get a spin-off, which is weird.
I'm like, bruh.
I mean,
I'm okay with Daryl and Carol living, but in my opinion, in my honest opinion, Morgan should still be on and not on Fear.
Right.
Because here's the thing, he's been on Fear since season 4, and I'm like, really? You're not going to have him go back to The Walking Dead for his final season?
Right.
Right, considering that's where he started.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. You know what I mean?
Episode, he should be on the last one. That would be dope.
I don't think he should be on Fear anymore. I don't think the dweeb should have any control over him on that K. I think he should just freaking, you know what I mean, go back to his characters. He really should. Because I know they got freaking Dwight there, and they got freaking Sherry there, too. And it's just like, God damn it, you dweebs don't deserve these characters. I'm sorry, but you don't. You know, these are actually good characters, and I really don't want to see them controlled by you guys, because you don't know what the fuck you're doing half the time. So, I'd rather them freaking be controlled by Angela King, which at least she would give them a hell of a lot better story and written a hell of a lot better. It makes sense for the damn story. I mean, these dweebs, I don't know what the fuck they're doing half the time. I don't know if they got their head up their ass or if they're looking out in the horizon. I don't know what they're doing. Because I don't even know what season 7's direction really is. I mean, at this point, it just seems like it's fucking all about Strand and all about Morgan, and Morgan possibly trying to kill Strand. Possibly, I don't know. And it's like, Lord. I mean, I don't give a shit about Strand, so it's like, yes, please kill him. I want him dead. He's too cocky. I hate cocky characters that are like that. I can't stand those characters. They deserve to get payback, you know.
Isn't Negan technically cocky?
Kinda, not really.
He literally told Maggie he would kill every single one of them to get to do it again, and I agree. He's
well,
like,
but see, but that makes sense. The reason why I agree with that. The reason why the reason why I agree with him saying that is because he was thinking about his people. And that's understandable.
He was attacked.
Right, he was attacked.
Nothing to that group.
He was, right. They did not, to be honest and fair, they didn't do anything to them. He just said, you know, I'm going to take all your shit, yada, yada, yada. Well, okay, but you didn't say you were going to kill him.
He didn't say that to that group yet.
No.
He said he was doing that to Hilltop, and Hilltop was like, yo, if you go over there to do this, we'll help you out. And Now, if they would have just taken Negan's side, it'd probably be a lot better.
But since he was looking out for his group, what he said to Maggie should understand that, because she and Rick and all them, they would do anything to protect their people. So don't get me bullshit. Don't get me bullshit that all suddenly, well, Negan's saying the same thing, that all suddenly, well, no, that's not acceptable. That's not right. You know what I mean? You can't think that way. Well, not true. He's caring about his people. You're caring about your people. So for him to say that, he has every right to say that. And I agree with that. As much as I was rooting for my home people, yes, I agree with what he's saying. You know. And but he's not going to do that now. He's fucked. Of course. You know, but if he did have a chance to redo everything, of course, yeah, he probably would kill you all.
Yeah, imagine that. Like, Negan back to life, and he's like, boy, I hope you have your shitting pants on, because only this time I'm wearing my pants, and only this time I just get a nice second do-over, and I just enjoy every moment of it, because without my jacket, I'll be naked.
Right. So, but he's not that character anymore, you know what I mean? Or he's not gonna, obviously, you know, do that now, because he's got nothing to go back on. So, you know, all his people are either dead or changed or whatever the case is. So, you know, at this point, yeah, of course they're gonna stay with him. And I think at this point Maggie's gonna move on, and I think he's either gonna do something that's gonna totally flip her, or they might do something weird like a date thing, which I don't know. I don't know about going down that path.
I'm only okay with it if it's like an associate thing. I'm like, okay, they're not going like I'm like, okay, they're not going out romantically, and they're not going out as friends. But at least they could probably do it as associates. I mean, they don't, like you said, they don't have to like each other, but maybe they could, I don't know, build this mutual respect for each other, like, as associates and not as friends.
Obviously, you know, Super Batman bitches wants a relationship, which I don't know. That's a little bit out there, but.
Anyway,
I'm not gonna.
It was nice talking to you guys.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. Oh, Thigh 285. Yo, whoa, welcome, my friend. Now you join in the stream randomly. Let's see here. Yeah, the main show. Okay. Yeah. Plus, they can't kill Morgan or Dwight because they belong to the main show. Ian and Andy don't own them.
Same with Sherry. They don't own. In my honest opinion, when it comes down to characters like Dwight, Sherry, and Morgan on Fear right now, they don't like you just said. They don't have the right to kill them because they're Walking Dead characters. They're not Fear.
Yeah, they probably got to get Angela King's permission first before if they wanted to kill him. By the way,
because if they just went not to cut anybody off, like if they say God forbid, like they went behind Angela King's back or AMC's back and said like, I'm going to kill Morgan or Dwight. Like if they went against that, I can bet you $5 right now. It would be all hell. It'll be hell on steroids. Only this time, you got like Robert Kurtman all up in there because he made say if they killed Morgan or Dwight, of course that's going to piss off Kurtman because that's his characters.
Right. Well, it's not only going to piss off those; it's going to piss off us fans, and you know, and they don't really have much fans left to really keep on.
Exactly. I mean, is there people that really like Morgan, Dwight, and Sherry? Yeah, I'm one of them. Who doesn't like Morgan or Sherry?
Yeah, I like those characters. Hold up.
Let's be honest here. Who doesn't like Morgan?
Right. Yeah, let's look at what Fear is at right now. I think I got it pulled up. Maybe not. Oh, I did have it pulled up.
Yeah, I know this is off topic, but I just had to point this out. Like, in one of the first 4 pages of this new Come Time novel, one of the lines Come Time says is, "I'm tired of being a bodyguard," something like that. I'm like, I don't know if you agree, but I'm like, I'm not even joking. When I first read that, I'm like, what did you just say?
Right. Let's see here. Okay, Fear the Walking Dead. Okay, we finally found it here. Let's see, because season 7 premiere was, it was, yeah, it was written by Ian, and so was the second one. Oh. So the first 2 episodes were written by Ian Goldberg and Andrew Chambliss. Freaking crappy writers. No wonder why the first 2 episodes weren't that great. Huh. No wonder why. That would explain the reason.
Let's be honest here.
Episode 3
Episode
3 was written by Nick Bernardon and Jacob Pinnon. You know what? That's probably why I like the episode more.
Morgan should have been dead a long time ago if you're going off comic books.
Well, yes. Okay, so the first episode of Fear Season 7 got 1.09 million viewers. So, that they lost 500,000 if you're comparing it to the last season of the premiere. So, not great. Well, episode 2 didn't do better. It did worse. Only...
If the show gets canceled, I mean, it's not like they're not going to keep Morgan and Dwight out of the picture. They're probably just going to put them back in the main show. So, either way,
960,000 viewers. So, already, episode 2 is already below 1 million. Ouch. And, of course, we don't have any for episode 3 because, well, that's this Sunday. So, because we are weak. And World Beyond, it's, World Beyond is kind of staying neutral, as I would say. Let's see,
Yeah,
so...
I gotta go. Peace out, raise up, fantastic night, you too, Coyote.
Okay.
Yeah, so World Beyond's... Yeah, peace out, man. Have a good one. Yeah, World Beyond's kind of staying in the norm. They got 750,000 the first episode of season 2, 810,000 episode 2, so an increase. Episode 3, 670,000, and episode 4, 690,000. So they're kind of ranging around the same number. Is that better than the previous season? Actually, yes, a little bit. If you're counting episode 8, 9, and 10, at least. All the other episodes, not much lower. So, I mean, it's kind of averaging, as I would say. Except the first 2. But yeah, so Fear is... It's on a downtrend again, which is not surprising by me, because it's Fear.
That's funny.
Well, season 6, funny enough, if you didn't know, season 6 did that the entire season. It was a constant decline every episode. It started with episode 1, and by episode 7. Actually, I'm just going to say 6, because 7 did slightly go up, but not by much. But for the first 6 episodes, it went from 1.59 million people to 1.09? Yeah, 1.09. So it dropped within that first 6 episodes. And then episode 7, it went slightly up. Or whatever. One of those episodes, it went slightly up. And then after episode 9 or episode 8 to the rest, it just declined completely. With episode 14 or 15? Yeah, episode 15 being the lowest rated episode, or was it episode 14? It was one of those two. It got down to 810,000 viewers or 860,000. And then it went slightly back up to 1.05 by episode 16. So, not great. Not great.
Dude. Never mind.
In terms of viewers, at least. If you're comparing to the first two seasons, like season 4 and season 5. Season 6 had the most drop. If you're comparing the season as a whole, it dropped 700,000 people, which that's a big drop in terms of viewership. So, ouch. You know, I see season 7 did slightly go back up, but I don't think it's enough to justify it. You know what I mean?
I mean, to be fair, after season 4 of the main show, it was kind of meh until fucking Whisperers and shit like that.
Right. Well, I mean, to be honest with you, I've been enjoying the main show ever since it started. I really didn't even you know, there wasn't really a season where I started kind of losing interest. There wasn't really a season I did. I kind of enjoyed every second of it, of every single season. I never really left it. There might have been a few episodes in there that I kind of, maybe just kind of was like, it's okay. But I've been enjoying the main show. I really don't have anything. Of course, I haven't read the comics, so I don't know that, side of the story. I know other people, like certain things going this way and, going certain ways. But me just watching the show as it went through, like, I did not have no issues with it. There might have been a few issues here and there with some characters dying, like Carl dying and Andrew dying. I think I wasn't the biggest fan of that. Beth dying, I was a little bit sad on that.
That was a stupid death.
So certain characters, I was irritated at. Don't get me wrong, but it didn't piss me off to make me stop watching. I would just, because I still had so many characters I liked that were still alive, and still do.
Yeah.
And so for me, just seeing the show as it played out, I think the show did perfectly fine from beginning to end. With some hiccups here and there, but that's in every show, I personally think the direction they went was as good as they could possibly do with the money they had and with the directors they had. They probably could have done a little bit better. Don't get me wrong. In certain ways, for sure. Like even Morgan, for instance, yeah. I get it. He wanted to get more screen time, and he wanted to be more of the lead. But I really do think if he would have stayed on the main show a little bit longer, I think he would have got his wish,
Yeah.
Because that's when Rick, of course, left, and that's when Michonne kind of went bye-bye. And same thing with Maggie. Maggie.
I don't like Maggie either.
See, I don't mind Maggie. I think she's a badass right now. I think she's dark. Don't get me wrong, and I don't mind that about her though.
The actor of Morgan literally said they did not expect The Walking Dead to be it is when they first filmed the first episode.
Yeah.
They didn't think it was going to be that big.
Well, a lot of people thought that. You know what I mean? I don't even think AMC knew. You know what I mean? They were kind of just.
Hell, imagine no one even knew what AMC was until The Walking Dead appeared. Fuck.
Well, actually, no, that's not true. They did. They had some big series. They had Mad Men, they had Mad Men. They had Breaking Bad. They had, Breaking Bad.
Around the same time, but yeah.
But they did have a few good hit shows before The Walking Dead. So.
Didn't they have The Wire?
Yeah.
Was that all there?
They also had Halt and Catch Fire, which me and my family were watching. We loved that shit. That shit was great. The Humans at that point, I think that started after The Walking Dead actually, or during it, sometime during it. They also had Turn, Washington Spies. They had that playing around that time too. So I mean, they had a lot of good shows. and such like that. Not entirely ones that I got into, but they definitely had a big, before The Walking Dead. And The Walking Dead really just skyrocketed that shit. And then I know when Walking Dead was playing, I know they brought in Breaking Bad, which was the second biggest hit on the channel. And then they had Humans, and then they had Halt and Catch Fire, and they had all that stuff. And I had like 4 or 5 shows that I was watching on one channel, and I was impressed. I was like, damn, I'm surprised you guys are getting me into all this other shit as well as the main show. I'm kind of shocked, I was impressed, because here I'm watching a freaking, a show that's based on, the Britons and shit like that, you know what I mean? And then I'm going from that to the zombies, and then from zombies to robotics, you know what I mean? And then to kind of a 90s sitcom, kind of like, where they're trying to build the video game systems, So it was crazy. So I was kind of going all over the place, you know what I mean? And I was enjoying all of it because it was just different in its own way.
You know the comic books Rick has a brother?
Oh, yep. I didn't know about that, yep. But yeah, then all that shit started ending. Then Turn Washington Spies, that hit a final season, and then boom, that went gone, and then all of a sudden Halt and Catch Fire, that done, and then Humans done, and then I'm like, what the fuck?
Breaking Bad.
Yep, that went. I never got into Breaking Bad, but I do want to check it out, because I did hear it was really good, so I do want to. One of these times, I just gotta sit down and just start watching every episode and binge watch it. But I did hear it was really good, so. But yeah, I mean, then all that shit just ended, and now the only thing left is the shit that started it all. Main show, Walking Dead. And Fear was great. I was enjoying that up until, Dweebs came on, and then I've been kind of going on and off. I mean, I've been watching every episode, but a lot of episodes have been either pissing me off or irritated me or something of that sort, and I'm gonna keep watching because I got a couple characters that I like, but I mean, they either just need to get new showrunners or they just need to end it or something. I don't know. I mean, because at this point, I just don't see a purpose. You know what I mean? I really don't. Because like, what is the ending? You know what I mean? How is it gonna end? That's the real question. And with these dweebs around, it feels like it's never going to end. Huh. They're just going to drag it on forever and ever and ever. And that's what it feels like. Because they don't want it to end. Because they like the money. So why would they want to end it? They just want to, And that's what I don't like about them. And I don't mind World Beyond. I mean, I know it was kind of slow in the beginning. And it was, and then I think the end of season 1, it got better, and then season 2, it's way better because they're focusing on CRM, which is a heck of a lot more interesting than the characters. But I mean, the characters are a lot better now. They're a lot more savage, I guess is the word to use. They're a little bit more savagery, you know what I mean? They're willing to kill if needed, which makes them a lot more interesting, because in the beginning, they weren't really like that. They were really soft. And they were like, well, I don't want to kill that person, and all that shit. And it's like, oh, my God, grow a pair of balls, will you?
Yeah, when they talked about how they saw outside one of the first episodes, right? You saw them outside the first person they run into.
Yeah.
Yeah, showers. They're not as great as they seem.
Right.
Please.
Right.
Fuck you.
So I would say Hope, Silas, and Elton, I think are the best characters out of that group. Not counting the two adults. Yeah, I think the two adults are fine. I think both of them are fine.
Yeah,
I think the black guy is actually kind of cooler a little bit than
that's the only character I was kind of interested in.
Yeah, because he's pretty badass. He's pretty cool. The other guy, he's all right. He's fine. I don't mind him. Iris, I don't care for Iris. I'm not a fan of her character. she just, oh my god, every time she speaks, she's just like, why would they do that? You know, it's like, oh my god, shut up. You know, it's just,
Is it the actor or the character?
I'm not sure. She's gotten a little bit better. I'll give her credit. She's gotten a little bit better because she finally killed a person. So it kind of made her a little bit more vicious, which, okay, thank you. Finally, you're doing something a little bit more fucking out of your norm. So she's heading down a more vicious path, which I like more. So I'm withstanding her character more. And now now the story is really interesting because I just watched episode 5, and woo, it's like really, it's building up really big, and now the characters are like, you know, trying to escape and shit like that, and it's really freaking crazy. And I saw the trailer for the next episode, and woo, a lot of crazy shit going down. It's pretty crazy. So it's finally built it up. It's finally built it up to its peak, and we're finally almost there. And there's only 5 episodes left, and it's like, woo. So I'm definitely like, you know, I would say the first couple episodes were okay. They were good. I mean, you know. And then Fear, it's, I don't know. Fear is just, I'm not sure. I just want Strand dead. And you haven't showed any Alicia, so it's like, okay. June,
like Alicia's gonna be crazy.
June and John Dory has been all right. That's been fine. Well, now they're with Strand, so it's like, fuck.
Yeah, but they're gonna realize sooner or later.
I like John Dory. I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. I don't want to be with this asshole. You know, I like the dad. I respect you. Like, thank you. Like, at least you're fucking using your brain. You know, I'd rather fucking go out there and fight whatever's out there than be with this dickhead. Like, thank you. Like, I would do the same. Fuck this guy. Like, you know, like, screw him. Like, nobody wants to be with you. Because now he's getting all cocky with his drinks, you know what I mean? It's like, he's just like, yeah, I'm better than you, fucking Morgan, you know? I got all these characters with me now. I'm fucking awesome. Yeah, fuck off. Get out of here. You know?
Everyone knows soon as they're gonna go straight to Morgan.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it's like, well, the unfortunate thing is just like nothing's going in his way now. Nothing's going in Morgan's way. Everything's going in Strand's way. And so it's like now.
Yeah, because Morgan's the underdog.
Right. So now, you know, and yeah, and he just keeps getting more and more cocky. It's like, why? It's like, oh my god.
His takedown's gonna be way cooler.
It better be. That's even if they kill him. That's the thing I'm concerned about. Is that these dweebs won't do it. That's what I'm concerned about. It takes the act of God to get your wish to kill a shitty character, and
I do like the actor of Strand though. He's pretty fucking good.
Yeah, but I just don't like his character anymore. I really don't.
Oh, that's not the point. No, I'm just saying the actor.
Yeah, he does a decent job. I'll give him credit there, but
I don't know, I like him.
I'm not dissing the actor. I'm not dissing the actors in general. Like, I think his acting's great. I just don't care for his character anymore. I don't. I don't give a shit about him anymore. I can't. Because of his cockiness and the way he's playing now and everything like that. I just don't, you know, there's nothing for him, you know. He's totally against Morgan. He wants to kill Morgan, pretty much. So, and vice versa. And it's just like, I'm sorry, but and really nobody likes you either. John Dory doesn't give a fuck about you. He doesn't like you either. And June doesn't seem to really care either. You know, she's just kind of just, you know, well, there's nothing out there, so we're kind of fucked, you know. Which, I get it. You know, I understand that point of view. And I don't really know about the others because the others are not anywhere really near them. I don't know where the heck... I don't know where the heck... Dwight and Sherry is. I don't know. I mean, we're finally gonna, I guess the next episode we'll finally be focused on them a little bit. Hopefully, we'll finally get something out of them. Yay! Finally, 4 episodes in. Took you that long.
Wait another week. I gotta wait another week, so I don't understand why they release a week ahead. Why can't they just do like at least a day or a couple hours, not a fucking week?
I like it that they do a week. It's great because I'm always ahead of everybody. That's great.
See, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna say this on stream. I kind of borrow the show.
Sure.
I don't watch it when it airs. So whoever puts it on the thing.
Oh, that's fine. It's fine. Devin did that. Super Batman Bitches. He did that too. He watched it on the websites. Yeah, because they released them there.
Whoever records it does not have AMC Plus. I tell you that.
Right.
It would be there.
Yeah,
as soon as it airs, it's there.
Yeah, I get both shows. I get all the shows right away on Sunday. Now I don't always watch them right away. Like War Beyond and Fear, I don't really rush myself to watch those shows because they're extras to me. You know what I mean? The only show I really watch right away is the main show, and that one I watch right away because that shit I'm like, hell yes. But like Fear and War Beyond, like there was a time where I was like 2 episodes behind on both shows.
I had a feeling that Daryl's girlfriend was gonna pull that shit that she did.
And yeah, I was behind 2 episodes. Episode 3 and 4 on War Beyond, and episode 1 and 2 on Fear. And I was behind on both. And then I finally got the chance to sit down and watch them. And I was like, all right, well, time to binge watch. So I continued right where War Beyond was. And boom, watched that episode, then watched the next. Then I was like, all right, gotta watch Fear. Yay. So then I put on Fear, and I'm like, all right, here I go. What have we got in store this time? Focused on Strain. I'm like, oh, god damn it, your character. Oh. Got through the episode. It's okay, fine, whatever. Got to the next episode. It was alright. Hearing the baby cry, though, that kind of annoyed me.
Yeah, that pissed me off, too.
And then,
when your child crying.
yeah, they just got annoying. I mean, I didn't mind the little bit of crying in the beginning, but then she kept going and going and going, and I'm just like, okay, this is really annoying.
Time to put the pillow.
That just started kind of annoying me. So, and I, in the grimminess of not really showing the character's face and such like that, I'm not the biggest fan of that either, really. You know?
It doesn't bother me at all.
I mean, it's okay for right now, but I hope they don't keep dragging this shit on, because it does get old, you know? But I mean, for right now, it's okay. You know, I mean, it's okay. It's not nothing to be like, yeah, it's amazing. No. Season 6, by far, I was enjoying a hell of a lot more those first 7 episodes. I was way more into, and I was actually kind of shocked because I hate the dweebs so much. And when I first watched season 6, that first half, I was actually into it.
Hello?
Can you hear me? Or am I losing you? Hello? Hello? Can you hear me?
Hello?
Uh-oh. Hello? How about now?
What the fuck? I think my computer's crashing.
Yeah, it's possible.
I was gonna say I gotta go anyways, so...
That's alright, that's fine. Yeah, I'm probably gonna end it here anyway, because my devices are dying, so...
Stream's been on for 2 hours, so...
Yep, I would say that's pretty good. Yep. Alright, peace out, bro. Yep, bye-bye. Wind Coyote was with me, by the way. if you were wondering. I did have Walker Dead earlier. He was on, like, 30 minutes ago? 30 minutes ago. But he had to go. So, which is perfectly fine, because my devices are dying anyway. So, let me catch up on your guys' messages here. My apologies. By the way, a week ago, I was on Twitter and saw this ridiculous article on Negan and how we hate to love him like serious people. Ha! Me personally, I feeling Ian and Andy don't care about us, the fans. They don't care about Kirkman or anyone working on the main show. Agreed. So I feel they would try to kill Morgan or Dwight because they don't care if they belong to the main show or not. Well, me personally, the only reason why they're keeping those characters alive is because the fans to watch the show. If they kill off those characters, I believe that, I mean, let's be honest, the show's sinking regardless, but if they do kill those characters faster, then the show will just drop, you know what I mean? So I kind of do think they really don't have a choice. Let's see here. I'm just catching up, sorry. Me personally, I've always loved the main show more than Fear. I never understood why people say the main show is trash or it's not look good as Fear. That's right. Yeah, because some of those people just don't understand good writing and they applaud the dweebs for not that great writing. I just, yeah. Some people just don't understand. Or I guess some people just hated the Clarks that badly that they preferred these new characters that kind of took over their place, which I think is stupid anyway. What's up, Random? Welcome to the stream, man. What's up, my dude? Yeah, so that's where Walker Dead was. He was on earlier. CM Spammer says, mostly good acting and the dialogue is mostly pretty well written and the production value is great, but it's all just a little slow and boring for my taste. What do you mean? World Beyond? CM Spammer? Was that what you were talking about, or her Fear? Season 7 ruined it all. Yeah. Chan Diaz, who's on the call through Rays. So that was Coyote. I pray for you, or I pray for you. Okay, thank you. See him. Coyote seems like a chill dude. Deserves mod for sure. Well, thanks. I'm happy we made the decision together then, my friend. Chan Diaz says, replace Walker with Win Coyote. Walker just isn't cut out for this, in my humble opinion. Better chemistry between you two with respect to Win Coyote. Okay, well, I mean, again, I do like having both of them on and such like that. It's, you know what I mean? You get different opinions, you get different, you know what I mean? I do think the conversation is better with both of them on rather than just one or the other. Because, again, you get different opinions on, you know, who likes who and such like that. And that's what I'm all about with the Walking Dead Thursdays here. We're here to have a conversation, and I prefer to have a conversation with everybody. If they got their own opinions on whether they like Fear or don't, or, you know, stuff like that, that's perfectly fine. I don't want you to have always the same opinion as me anyway, because we're here to have a discussion about the shows, and, you know, we're here to discuss what we like about certain things and what we don't, and what we're excited to see in the future and stuff like that. You know, all that good stuff. So, you know, I like to have different opinions and all that stuff, not constantly agreeing with each other. You know what I mean? It makes it kind of boring. So, yeah. And the same thing with you guys. You know what I mean? And if you guys are interested in being on the Walking Dead Thursdays next Thursday, definitely keep us posted, and we'll definitely keep you guys on board, of course. World Beyond was good, but low budget, and nobody really watches. Well, yes, it's World Beyond. It's expected to be, you know what I mean, a more low budget. And I don't even know how low budget really it is, but I do think World Beyond's pretty good. Season 2 is pretty dang good, and I've been enjoying Season 2. It's been really picking up in terms of the story and how the CRM is and everything like that. And now you got Jadis in there, so that really interest level is like I'm focused. You know what I mean? I'm freaking watching. You know. So that's not any sexual stuff in Walking Dead, is there? Any sexual stuff? In War Beyond, there's a little bit. You got a little bit of romance going on there. You got Iris and Percy. You got that little bit of romance, just a little bit, not very much. You got shit. You got the two guys, the two adults that are dating each other. You got that romance a little bit. Gayness, but you know, you got that. That disgusts me. I didn't really think anything of it, to be honest with you. I mean, I don't want to say I'm a fan of their relationship, but it's okay. Like, I'm not. It's okay. I'm not. I don't hate it, but at the same time, I'm not into it. So I'm kind of like in the middle. It's whatever. I didn't really have anything. I mean, I was kind of. It kind of amazed me a little bit. But at the same time, I had a feeling something was going to happen. You know what I mean? Like, so. Other than that, not really any sexual stuff going on with Walking Dead now. Just that little bit in War Beyond, and it's not very much. So. Hey, Rays, you should do a Family Guy top 10 best character list. Ha! If you guys want me to, I'll do it. It's been a bit since I've seen Family Guy, so I gotta... And I haven't seen all the seasons either. That's the crazy thing. I'm kind of all over the damn place. Like, there's a lot of seasons I have seen, but then there's a lot of seasons I have not seen. So... you should do a top 10 Evangelion episodes? What is that? Okay, I've never watched that show. So for me to do a top 10 on that would not be a good idea. Only because I don't know what it's even about. At least Family Guy, I know what it's about. Huh. So there's only a couple of the first few seasons that I've seen. And I haven't seen that many of the first. I think I've seen the first season. And then I've seen season 16, 17, 18, 19. I have not seen the newest ones. There's a lot of the newest ones I have not seen yet. Probably a season or two worth. So I'm all over the place with Family Guy. I know I want to start from the beginning and then just watch it all. You know what I mean? You should do top 10 video games. Or top 10 best video games. You know what? That probably wouldn't be a bad idea either. Now, do you guys want me to do this on... I'll just screenshot it. Why the hell not? Do you guys want me to do this on the main channel, or do you guys want me to do this on the second channel? Let me know. It's funny how Among Us and Fall Guys became so popular and died quick. Do you know the Pareto distribution? No. Is that a show? Or is that something else? Epic Zombie Killer. Hey, Rays, you know, if I did a top 10 Family Guy list, I'd have Brian at number 1 or 2. Brian is... He's my man. He is. He's my homie. Have you heard of Ego of All, that terrible game? No. Ego, maybe. It's a distribution function. Okay, yeah, I never heard of that. Never have. eFootball. Yeah, I don't know if I heard of that. Okay, probably should end it. Get some sleep. What's your favorite movie? Shit. Save those questions for the chat live stream, and I'll probably be doing one this weekend. How about that? And we'll be talking about a lot of random stuff too in that podcast, so just keep you guys posted. Everyone with a huge hug jazz likes it. Okay. Yeah, I don't know about it. That's the thing. Yeah, Brian would probably be... Yeah, he'd be up there. Number 1 or 2. Maybe 3. Maybe 1 or 2. Hey, Raze, you already know Brian is my all-time favorite Family Guy character. Yep. He is. I'm sorry. I just love his character. His character is great. Stewie is up there, as well as Peter. Brian is just my man. He always goes for the ladies, you know, and then he drinks, smokes. Fuck. Yeah, he's my shit. South Park or Family Guy? I'm gonna have to pick Family Guy. I don't watch South Park that much, and there's only a couple episodes I've seen, and it's funny, but yeah, I'm not seeing season 1 to where it's at. So Brian is so iconic. Yeah, Family Guy is better than Family Dad. Family Dad? They actually made a show called Family Dad? I didn't even know that. I did not even know that. Shows you how much I'm out of touch with a lot of this stuff. You can tell I'm still kind of not feeling 100%. Feeling better. I mean, American Dad. Oh, American Dad, gotcha. I don't mind American Dad. It's all right. Family Guy is way better than American Dad, though. Don't get me wrong. You should watch The Irregular. Yeah, Magic High School. I like Stewie too, but Brian, he's my boy. Right. Brian is the man. Better get sleeping though. I don't want to sleep in too late. Are you a ladies' man? Yes, I am a ladies' man. I got a girlfriend. I've been dating her since, I think we're almost going on 3. This January will be 3 years. So. January 2nd. Yeah. Yepers. So I'm like 2 years and 10 months. Oh, sleepy. So, Brian, he's been my character since childhood. Yep. Yepers. Do you watch Walking Dead with her? No. I got a job at 15. Nice. No. She works at a place, and so do I. So I gotta go to work at 6 a.m. tomorrow. Rip. What a tired. I would have to get up at, but I'm not feeling that great still. So I have been out of work for a bit. 2 weeks to be exact at this point. A week and a half, actually. Because I did go Monday and Tuesday. But I probably shouldn't have. But I did. And I wasn't feeling great. I was feeling terrible those 2 days. And it wasn't until Wednesday is when I decided not to come in because I just wasn't feeling good at all. So, yeah. So I'm just going to wait until Monday probably. And then I'll probably go back, maybe, as long as I'm feeling great. Today, I'm feeling better today, but it's still kind of iffy. You know what I mean? And tomorrow I'll probably feel the same. I'll probably feel iffy, maybe. Probably feel better, but... let's see here. I got my first real 6-string. Was the Summer of 16? Oh, jeez, you're singing that song. Yeah, it's a good song, though. Here he is. I'm guessing he didn't get your... Nope. To be honest with you, I have not been able to contact him as of recently because of me not feeling that great. And because I haven't really had the need to drive out. And the times I did, the car wash hasn't been open, so... trying to think. Yeah, so I haven't needed my car cleaned, so because of that, I've not been able to, see him in person when he's working, so... And the times I texted him, he didn't answer, so he's probably busy. So, hopefully one of these days, I can actually, hit him up, and hopefully we can make the trade. He is a busy guy, though, so we just gotta be able to meet, and there we go, You gotta shave, well... Usually I have my bartender, or my, where I get my hair done and all that. I usually have them do it, because they do it better. But, I'm not feeling that great, so it's kind of hard to get my hair cut when you're not feeling great, so. I'm kind of hitting a tit for a tat, So, I can't wait for Spider-Man No Way Home. Yeah, it looks pretty good. In my opinion, Brian, he's an icon in the world of Family Guy. Yeah, for sure. I do like how these 3 shows have those special characters: Brian, Family Guy, Roger, American Dad, The Simpsons, Homer. Yeah. Yep, you gotta have those icon. Yeah, Roger is pretty good in American Dad. That's without a doubt. I like the intro, too. Good morning, USA. Good morning, USA. Dang. Today's gonna be a wonderful day. That shit's catchy. I haven't really been watching that many episodes of American Dad, though. I do like American Dad. I haven't seen every season. So. That's what I should do. I should just binge watch all of them, So, but anyways, I'm going to let you guys go. I'm going to get some sleep. And I'll be back with more content. I think I'm going to do Ghost of Tsushima and the podcast with James. So, stay tuned. And, that'll be tomorrow night. So, I'll probably go live around 9 or something, or 8. 8 or 9, something of that sort. So, stay tuned. Keep you guys posted on Twitter, YouTube community tab. Keep an eye out for that, and my Discord. So, stay active. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. All right, I'll see you next stream, bro. Keep it up. Thanks for the amazing streams. We'll appreciate it. I'm glad to kind of be back into the content uploading for you guys, and hopefully this sickness will kind of completely get me back to my 100%, because I'm at like 95%, 90%. You know what I mean? I'm almost there, but I'm not quite. So hopefully get back to that 100% and get back to work so then I can make some money. You know what I mean? Because I would like to do that, you know? And then I could do some content with Super Batman bitches, because right now I can't really do that. So, because I don't want to give him the gold. So, I'm limited on what I can really do. Except content here, of course. But anyways, you guys stay tuned. I got more content this weekend. Subscribe, share the channel, would appreciate that. We're trying to hit 800. So, I almost say I should shoot for 800 by the end of this year. But I almost say we can almost do better. Unless if you guys think 800 is a good thing to shoot for the end of this year. If you guys do think so, then let's shoot for it. Come on, I'll do a big Q&A at 800 subs. So, let's hit it. Share around. See you guys. Have a good one. Stay safe. Peace. Over a sign out. Have a good one. See you guys the next Walking Dead Thursdays.